They say the first ones to strike gold never stay rich for long. But in the age of artificial intelligence, one empire broke that rule. While tech giants were racing to build the next big chatbot, one man quietly built an AI empire so powerful, it now controls billions in hidden profits, government contracts, and digital influence. And the strangest part? Most people have never even heard his name. This is the untold story of the world's first AI billionaire empire. In 2015, while Silicon Valley was obsessed with apps and cryptocurrencies, few visionaries were already looking at something much bigger. They saw AI not as a tool, but as an entire ecosystem waiting to be monetized. Among them stood a mysterious entrepreneur, known only to insiders as the Architect. He didn't create just another AI startup, he built an AI empire. It began as a small company claiming to make businesses smarter. But within 5 years, it had quietly absorbed over 30 smaller AI startups, acquired exclusive government data access, and developed proprietary models that could predict markets, consumer behavior, and even geopolitical events. While OpenAI and Google competed for headlines, this shadow network made billions, without anyone realizing who was pulling the strings. 1. The origin of the empire. The story starts in 2015, with a data analytics startup called Untold. Officially, it helped Fortune 500 companies automate workflows. But beneath the surface, Untold was collecting something far more valuable: real-time global data streams, financial transactions, online purchases, public surveillance feeds, social sentiment. It was building what its founder called the global neural net, a living, breathing simulation of the human economy. By 2018, Untold's algorithms could predict stock movements with 89% accuracy. Investors didn't just make millions, they made empires. Hedge funds quietly funneled money through Untold's prediction tools, masking it as quantitative analysis. Every win reinforced one truth: whoever controlled AI data controlled everything. 2. The expansion phase. Instead of going public, Untold went silent. It began acquiring AI startups across sectors: healthcare, logistics, cybersecurity, and defense. But these weren't random acquisitions, they were strategic pieces of a puzzle. Each company added a new data layer. Health AI provided biometric and behavioral data. Cybersecurity AI granted access to encrypted digital patterns. Logistics AI tracked global movement of goods. By 2020, Untold had become the Nexus Corporation, with AI products running in over 60 countries, most people using them without even realizing it. When COVID hit, governments needed predictive AI to track outbreaks, supply shortages, and social unrest. Nexus offered all three and charged billions in contracts. In less than 2 years, Nexus went from an obscure tech startup to a trillion-dollar shadow entity. 3. The invisible billionaire. Behind it all stood one man, Elias Verdun, an ex-defense contractor and AI scientist who vanished from the public eye after selling his first company to Microsoft in 2012. Verdun wasn't after fame, he was after control. According to leaked investor documents, his empire wasn't built on flashy products. It was built on data dependencies. Nexus provided free AI tools to startups and governments, tools that required constant data feedback. Over time, those systems became dependent on Nexus's infrastructure. Disconnecting from it meant losing years of optimization, predictions, and access. Verdun had essentially created digital addiction at a global scale. By 2023, 40% of Fortune 500 companies relied on Nexus AI systems in some capacity. Every click, scan, and payment indirectly flowed through its algorithms. Elias Verdun didn't just become a billionaire, he became an AI overlord in everything but name. 4. The secret weapon: predictive AI governance. The true turning point came when Nexus unveiled a secret internal project known only as Project Orion. It was an AI governance model trained on decades of political, economic, and behavioral data. Orion could predict elections, stock crashes, and even social uprisings before they happened. In 2024, reports surfaced that a major global crisis, an economic collapse in one Asian market, had been preemptively contained thanks to Nexus AI forecasts. Governments began quietly licensing Orion's capabilities, not to prevent chaos, but to control it. Verdun's empire was no longer just about wealth. It had become a digital monarchy, shaping the direction of global policy through algorithms no one could audit. 5. The billion-dollar silence. But here's where the story takes a darker turn. When investigative journalists began digging into Nexus, they were hit with lawsuits, mysterious data breaches, and digital blackouts. Whistleblowers claimed Nexus used AI to erase their online presence, manipulate search results, and rewrite public records. Every digital trace of Nexus's inner workings was scrubbed. Every critic found their digital footprint distorted by invisible hands. By 2025, Nexus had become untouchable. And Elias Verdun? He resurfaced only once, through a cryptic statement at a private AI summit. The future belongs not to those who invent AI, but to those who teach it what to believe. That quote alone sent shockwaves through the tech world. 6. The empire today. Today, Nexus operates behind layers of shell companies, data trusts, and encrypted domains. Officially, it's a network of independent AI research labs. Unofficially, it's a global AI cartel. Its systems monitor markets, consumer patterns, and political behavior in real time. Verdun's AI doesn't just analyze the world, it influences it. Some claim that even OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Anthropic unknowingly use data pipelines owned by Nexus subsidiaries. Every AI model that learns from the internet might, in part, be learning from data Verdun already owns. That's the ultimate power loop. AI feeding on AI, creating a feedback system that funnels influence back to one invisible empire. So when we talk about AI billionaires, we often imagine CEOs in suits or developers in hoodies. But the first true AI billionaire didn't win by building the most advanced model. He won by building the AI ecosystem everyone else depends on. While the world argues about ethics, copyright, and automation, Verdun's empire continues to grow in silence, fueling the algorithms that shape our economy, our politics, and even our thoughts. Maybe one day his name will surface again, but by then, it might not even matter. Because his empire won't need a man to run it. It will run itself.